Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor, and when last we left off, we have this crossroads here, and there are 3 ways that we can go. 3 ways, I hear you ask, but this crossroads splits only in 2 directions. And you're absolutely right. We can decide to go south, which is the short route to Krondor, passing by Sarth. I think this is going to be the most dangerous route because it is the shortest and most obvious route. The less obvious route is to instead go north and go past Eggley and Tanner's. But there is another way we can go, and I'm not talking about going backwards along this road because there's nothing here. We could instead go north and then at the next crossroads, go north again, passing by Hawk's Hollow and L'Oreal and Tearsog. Now, Tearsog is probably going to bring us very close to where all those assassins are coming from, but this is an opportunity to go to places we otherwise wouldn't go. And when an RPG gives you the opportunity to do that, you want to bet that you want to do that, because that is where all the hidden goodies are. So, let us go this way. Also, let us take stock of the things that are in our inventory. 12, 16, 14. Marvellous. Let's follow the road and see that there are no goodies anywhere. We need to keep our eyes open for goodies. Ooh, there's also this little pathway here. There's open countryside there. Let us go this way and see what is here. Let's actually check the map. Apparently, there is a building there. Let us just go the more direct route. And it looks like a shop. It's probably a shop, either that or it's a trap. And if it's a trap, we can probably deal with it. We probably can't deal with it. Let us select haggling and go in. And this is when it is a trap. Nah, I'm sure it's a shop. We've seen one of these before. A bell rang. No sooner had Locklear managed to get the door open than he found the shopkeeper was escorting him inside. Yep, it's a store. It's Morgan Hurley's. Everywhere Locklear looked, polished metal gleamed. As much a temple to war as any temple of Tith, the cramped shop offered a startling variety of weapons and armour. Now, we don't have anything that we can really sell, so let's focus on haggling, because haggling. No gains there. Got a discount there, though, and immediately it was made unavailable. Unavailable. Discount there, but now unavailable. Now, I've done a little bit of research into how the skill increases work. Even on a failed roll on a skill, you still get some progress. You get more on a success, of course. But even when I'm failing to haggle, we're working towards improving our haggling. Also, that is a 2 royals discount. That's a discount. I'm not going to take it. I'm also not planning on taking this, but I'll totally haggle for it. I'll totally haggle for everything. And then we'll leave, because there's literally nothing for us to do here. I imagine these roadside places tend to give lower prices for things that you sell on account of them being out of the way. That's a big discount. I mean, I don't want it, but it's a big discount. Right. Still available for haggling, eh? Now it's not. Ooh, there's a book here. Though the book had been bound in fine leather, it had been ill-treated in the time since it left the scribe's hands. Numerous parchment pages were dog-eared, others smeared with grease or oil, some pages were half-torn, others were missing altogether. All hallmarks of an oft-used book. This is clearly a haggling book, because it is the strategies of trading, and that tells me it has 100 uses. Normally I'd be jumping at the opportunity to buy a skill increase book, but this is one about haggling, and we're doing a pretty good job of improving our haggling without needing the book. I mean, we got a sizable discount right there just from trying to haggle, so I'm gonna pass on that, and instead take my haggling increase here. 67%. I think we're doing pretty good without it. Now, if we found a book on, say, fighting or lockpicking, you want to bet I'd take that book, but we haven't found one of those. Right, let us keep going. And we'll follow the road back, just in case there's anything that we can find. Doesn't seem like it. There's nothing here. Nothing hidden away in the trees. Any ambushes hidden away in the trees? There might be. It's starting to get a little bit dark. Alright, we're going to want to rest soon. In fact, resting here is probably a good idea. There we go. Consume some rations. Did some healing. We're going to do some saving. And hopefully not bump into any dangerous foes. We're probably going to bump into some dangerous foes. Anything over here? This is where I'd hide something. This is absolutely where I'd hide something. Like a lockbox or something else. No? Apparently not. There's a lot of country. Oh! Well, people have been setting up camp nearby, so we may find someone on the road we don't want to bump into, but will inevitably bump into. No one there. Anyone over here? The answer is... Ooh! A box. It appears to be locked. Shall we try to open it? No! We will, however, get... Where is it? The scent of Sarig. Is it trapped? Aha! Owen grabbed Locklear's shoulder. Startled by the sudden movement, Locklear halted and gazed up at his companion. What's wrong? The chest, Owen replied. Give me a moment. Concentrating his thoughts, another scene overlaid the one already before him, different only in the fact that it included a man kneeling before the box, a skin of naphtha in his hand. It's trapped, Owen replied, dazed by the effects of the spell. Someone's rigged it to explode the moment the lid is lifted. Shall we try to deactivate it? Let's save, and then try to deactivate it. Good thing I thought to do that. Yes. And it blew up. We are just not good at dealing with trapped chests, are we? Owen was predominantly the one there that took damage, so I'm curious. If we restore again, but this time we deal with the missing health and stamina by using some of the restoratives, you might not get to near death. So, let's give this a go. 1, 2, 3. It's a couple of uses, but hopefully this will pay off. So we know it's trapped. We'll try and deactivate it. It'll fail. And there we go. Owen is at 10 health and 0 stamina, but that is infinitely better than being at 0 and 0. You've got no stamina, you've got very little health, both of you, but we're in. Owen stared at the chest. With great concentration, he closed his eyes and pictured a chest in his mind, studied the wooden grain and metallic bands until the image seemed to come closer and closer, until he was not only seeing the chest, he was seeing inside the chest. I believe it is safe, he said at last. Shall we attempt to open it? Yes. And oh my, what a treasure hoard we have for an explosion to the face. 40 gold sovereigns. Not gonna say no. A note. Not yet convinced he should take the time to read over the missive's contents, Locklear studied the yellowing parchment but found nothing particularly outstanding about the ink in which it was printed or the cut of the paper. Fair enough, we have a bowstring there and a Serrani crossbow. We're totally going to be fixing up the Serrani crossbow. Might be useful. And if nothing else, we can fix it up to sell later. Right, there we go. You can have the crossbow. And we're going to read this. We know now Gorath of the Ardanian to be on a path to the capital at Krondor. We advise you to continue your duties, but suggest you lie in wait for him on the eastern roads into Krondor, as it is likely they will take an indirect route there so as to avoid your patrol. We must move no further south. Halt them before he reaches the kingdom settlement of Tanners. Delacan. Oh! So in an interesting twist, They are suspecting we're going to take the indirect route. Locklear shoved the note into a spare bag. Someone will probably find this, but I'm tired of carrying it, he said. The bag will at least keep it protected from the elements. Oh, is there now, like, a bag on the floor? Oh, there's a bag on the floor for the item we dropped. That's really cool. Well, you know what we should do right now? We should totally rest, because, yeah, we're not doing so well right now. In fact, we're going to rest for a couple of days. Camp until healed, actually. Few days. That's fine. Also, it is dark. Need to camp a little more. Couple of rations spent. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that. Considering the reward we got, that's good. Right, I want to give you 2 rations. So then there's 10, 10, and 10. We have 10 days worth of rations. That's fine. So if we continue along this route, we will get ambushed a lot more. I'm willing to take that risk. If nothing else, it's going to get us a lot of money. Case in point, we just got a really cool crossbow there. Okay. Oh! Hello? Attack on the road. I'm going to save because that is bad news. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. We're set then, he said. Let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. I highly hope we get an advantage, because there appears to be 3 of them. Their attack was unexpected. Eyes wide with surprise, the enemy scrambled around helplessly. Not wanting to waste their momentary advantage, Locklear barked several quick orders and the battle was joined. Okay, we have 3 brigands / ruffians / people who want to kill us, so, of course, it is time to despair thy eyes on you. And we are going to move you 2 so that you can better defend Owen. Because, yep, I knew exactly what was going to happen there. You're going to move up, and we are now going to despair thy eyes on you. Because you appear to be beelining to Owen. So we'll attack here. And we'll attack here. There we go. Right. Now we have the situation sort of under control. At least I hope it is. Well, we're getting some good hits here. Oh, that's 1 down. And you've got a crossbow. Right, let us take care of the crossbow user by despairing thy eyes. And then we'll charge forward. Get a few nice hits here. And a miss. Have you do that. And another good hit. And another good hit downing you. And we can have you, you guessed it, despair thy eyes. Marvelous. Okay, I'm going to have you heal. And we're going to have you move all the way over to here. Oh, okay. You'll be lining over to Owen. Well, that's not going to happen. Not going to let that occur. You rest for a little longer. We're going to have you attack. That was a miss. And okay, I think you've got all the rest you can. I'm going to try an overhead swing here. Ha-ha! Oh, that was a very good hit. Less likely to hit. Deal more damage. Apparently can also increase strength faster. Either way, that was a fine hit. So, let's have you move forward and attack. And why not? Another overhead. Oh-ho! Felled. The battle was won. Search the bodies. They may have valuable supplies. And make it quick. It's a huge pile of bodies. Okay, we have a sword and some armor. Not bad. We have 16 sovereigns and a sword and some armor. And rations that are spoiled. Okay, don't want them. Do want all of this, however. Because that's a sword, that's armor, and that is another crossbow. Very nice indeed. Right, now, I want to save, because that went very well. That went exceptionally well. Now I need to look at the map and see where I need to go. Right, that is a looped area that I think led to that chest. So, if I were to go this way, that'll take me to Hawk's Hollow and everywhere else I want to go, whereas this way will take me to Egley and Tanner's, where the enemy are expecting me. So let's head north and try my best not to get lost, because you want to bet at some point I'm going to get lost. Also, the enemy do not expect me to go this way, so chances are there's going to be less opposition here. Also, there's going to be less of everything here, apparently, apart from trees. Lots of trees. There's an area over here. Now, where am I going here? Okay, this is just a big open area. There's also a path there that I want to check out at some point. Right now, going over here, having a look. Any lockboxes? Any cool stuff? Answer is no. Though there is a path leading to there. Why is there a path leading to here? We've got the rations, I might as well have a look. Hello? Anything? Should be something here. Probably... Ooh. Campfires. It's not quite what I wanted to see. Also, is there anything behind me? More campfires. Okay. This path just leads to... nothing. Okay. Path leading to nothing. Alright, it is getting very dark. And there was a path over here to the east that I didn't go down. There. Let's check that out after we've rested, because it is getting very dark. There we go. And we're all pretty much at as full of health as we can be. What is over here? Probably nothing. But there could also be some goodies, so let us explore. Anything? Lockboxes? We haven't found one of them for a while. Nope, nothing here. Ooh. There's a cave here. I'm going to save before I go into this. The passage was blocked. Let's move back the other way, Locklear said. Looks as if this entrance is closed for good. Okay, nothing we can do there. Still, worth checking. So, that leads north. So we want to go and follow the road north to get to Hawk's Hollow. And that's where that path joins up to the main road. Ooh, a temple! That's a nice thing to see. No enemies either, so we are at a crossroads of sorts. We're here, right. So that's where a temple is, that's where the Dimwood is, and that's Hawk's Hollow. Good to know. Oh! It was an ugly mob. Standing in a semicircle, they waved angry fists at Locklear, as Locklear tried to smooth out the situation. Look, I don't think I know what the problem is, but I'm sure we can work this out, he said calmly. Surely we can come to some kind of peaceful agreement, don't you think? Unfortunately, the mob seemed quite insane. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, you totally missed, and I'm glad you totally missed, because you're the one that's probably going to shoot at Owen at some point, so let's despair their eyes, you, and let's have at thee by swinging. We're pretty good at swinging. And 50-50 deal tons of damage. Let's 50-50. Hey, that went well. I'd like you to heal up. And what's your odds? You know what? Overhead swing as well. That didn't go so well, but you can overhead swing. And totally miss. Okay, let's keep despairing thy eyes, you. As you just stand there looking like you're aiming a telescope at us, I'm actually just going to have you thrust. Ooh, again, a miss. That was a good hit, though. And you're going to close the distance. Ooh. Let's despair thy eyes, you, now. Aha! You didn't aim at that person at all, but that's okay. And you can do an overhead swing. Good hit. And a miss. Oh! Oh! Here we go. You are going to start attacking Owen. Please don't. You really shouldn't. We'll just have you defend. And we'll have you move up. And you can stab. Defend. Can't have you get there. You, however, could do that. I want you to do that. You can do that to gain more stamina. Good defense there. Good defense. Good defense. As we just gain more stamina. And take you out. The battle was won. Search the bodies. They may have valuable supplies. They may do. Gorath looked for supplies. Ooh, decent supplies. Rations that are actually good. Excellent. Money. This. Arrows. A sword. A crossbow. How's our inventory situation looking? Not good is the answer. Not good. Okay, you just have a sword and some armor. There was someone else. There was a third person. Is that the third person? Yes, 16 sovereigns. No room. You might as well just carry that. We literally have no room right now. Okay, so they were a bit mad. That's unfortunate. There's a temple here. We could go check this out. Incense swirled, striding between the columns of the temple. Locklear made for the heavy wooden doors, which had been sealed against the daylight. It's a temple of Silban. The meditation chamber was Spartan and strangely cold, seeming all the colder for the heartless flame which burned in the holy censer. The only bow that had been made to adornment in the temple appeared to be the strange pattern that had been etched on the wall. Let's enter. Locklear pulled the curtain aside. The rear section of the temple was as dramatic as was the meditation chamber. A large pool occupied the centre of a lush courtyard and was hemmed in on all sides by an alabaster peristyle with climbing vines. Cloisters immediately off the open area were several arches, doorways either blocked by heavily woven curtains or choked with clouds of obscuring incense. Nearby, a gong sounded and immediately a priest hurried out of a doorway, halting as he caught sight of the unexpected supplicants. Let's talk. A priestess escorted them. Expecting a chamber in keeping with the rest of the grandeur of the temple, Locklear was startled when they were led into a cramped room where an old woman sat reading through a sheaf of papers. Glancing up, the high priestess squinted at them, then shook her head. "You will excuse me, but I was expecting someone else," she said, laying aside the papers she had been reading. "A few days ago I sent a summons to one of our faithful, a Franklin that lives to the north of Eggley." "I doubt he would have been able to get to you," Owen replied. "We ran into a band of men just outside the temple who seemed bent on killing any that came up the road." The priestess exhaled loudly. "The Quagian fever is spreading here, and likely those were more men infected with it. If you were to go to him and tell him the way is clear, I would consider it a very great favour." Looking back at the tracts scattered in her lap, she rubbed at her eyes. "You'll forgive me, but I really must get back to work on these. Please see yourselves out. Goddess blessing on you." So we might have that fever. If we do, we know where to go. Also, we need to go at some point to Eggley. We may have to go to Eggley. Eggley is down there, but Hawk's Hollow is here. We should go to Hawk's Hollow first. Absolutely go to Hawk's Hollow first. But that will be for next time, folks. For when we come back, we are making progress in entirely the wrong direction, but it is the direction that leads to loot. And we like getting loot, that we do. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.